We will be right back.
Open up the mirrors, let me show you now what you've been missing for years. Call it premiere, I can take a boy's name and smear, or take it up a gear and end your career and make you feel fear, or make you disappear. Cause I am right here and not going nowhere. Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this whole fucking game now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. And when I rap, yeah, man, I snap fast. Like your girl's back, hit a clap, clap, break it in, smack. Shotty like a quick snack, like it when I'm all up in there. I'm finna win it like I win stacks. Every single that I'm in, man, it's been fat. These haters all get whacked when I spit max. These haters all get bit in the pit fast. You better get cracked, so you better move back. Y'all don't wanna play with.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have everybody in, and it looks like we are going to be good to go here. So, with that being said, it's time to roll. Verge, are you ready?
I am ready. I am getting excited for these NA matches.
And then here we go.
All right, guys. So we're going to be loading in this map, and it's going to be match 1 of heat 1. We do have 2 heats tonight, so it is going to be 2 separate heats, 15 teams in each heat, and each heat's going to be playing 3 matches tonight. I really quickly want to just go over the teams. We're going to be having teams in a numbered spot. It's going to be the same number for all 3 matches for what team is what number. Really quickly while the map is loading, team 1 we have High Ground, team 2 we have Noble, team 3 is going to be the Chosen Few, team 4 will be Echo, team 5 is the Syndicate, team 6 is Tat Pack V2, team 7 is going to be Serial, team 8 is Nave or Navi, team 9 is going to be Potato Soup, team 10 we've got the Mosnators, team 11 the 4 Horsemen, team 12 is going to be Hawkeye Esports, and then we've got team 13 the Chang Gang, team 14 Shot Club, and team 15 is going to be Rec Room Gaming. So those are your teams. If you can try and remember what number is which team, which your team you're rooting for, we will see teams based off of those numbers. We're going to try our best to call out the teams by name, but it is going to be a lot easier due to the spectator mode the way it is to call them out by number. And as the map has loaded in, we're going to see where teams decide to spawn. It looks like we may have an early fight at Wagner City between Team 4 and Team 6. Looks like that may be the only spot where we see some contention. Maybe Ballmog down on the bottom left, but I think we're going to start off in Wagner City. It seems to be one of the more prominent hotspots on the map. Seems like there's always teams willing to fight for this good loot in a central location. It looks like Team 6 is actually going to go to Ring Mountain, and we've got Team 3 and Team 13 at Castle. Team 4 actually has got it by themselves. So we're going to be starting this off at Altavere Castle between Team 3 and Team 13. So we've got Team 3, the Chosen Few, and Team 13, the Chang Gang. Looks like we're going to get loaded in here for you guys in the spectator station as it is a mad dash for loot. All right, spectator mode is a little slow to load in the textures, guys, so we're sorry about that. I know the dev team's been working hard on that, but kudos to them for improving the spectator mode as much as they have. We're going to see what type of action we can get on early as we're jumping on board with, let's see, who is this from? This is Team 13. This is Bell's Nickel. All right, it looks like he has found some meds, and we're going to be trying to see what type of loot these guys can grab. And these early team fights, it's almost crucial that you get a helmet and armor. That helmet really helps reduce that head range damage. If someone pops you with an AR, it's going to be a one-shot headshot to the dome with no helmet. So that helmet is vital. Looks like Bell's Nickel has picked up that helmet. Now he's just looking for the armor and something better than this Glock. I'm sure he doesn't want to run with the Glock. Ignores the shotgun even. Man, he's determined to find something better than a shotgun. And both these teams seem to be staying pretty much on their side of the city. No one's really crossed over to the other one's turf yet. As they're still looting, we're going to see who draws first blood here. Some shots have been fired now. We're going to try and figure out where those shots are for you guys and see if we can get you in on the action on the first-person view. Looks like a Team 3 member has gone up on top of the tents. That is not Turtle, and it looks like T-Rex has actually spotted him out. TWRX, T-Rex, TWRX, I'm not sure, guys. Hopefully we can get some clarification on that. But I'm just going to call him T-Rex right now because that sounds cool. All right, thank you, Respawn. Respawn just let me know it is pronounced T-Rex. So we've got T-Rex. Looks like he's playing a little bit of Overwatch for his team right now, making sure that Team 3 doesn't get any sneaky shots in and flank him, as looks like he's actually going to be repositioning as well. And Team 13 is pretty spread out. Chang Gang really spread out right now, feeling confident. They aren't stacked up too hard. Team 3 seems to be pretty stacked up hard. And Creasy manages to get a nice angle and take down some fat kid. He's on the roof just hanging out there. Looks like a Team 3 member's trying to glide in to finish that kill. Are they going to be able to get this res for themselves, Team 13? The Chang Gang? Are they going to be able to save fat kid? I don't think so. They're a little on position to get this, and yes, Creasy is going to finish what he started, get that kill on some fat kid. We have got first blood of the NA ROECL Week 1, Heat 1. It looks like the rest of the team is rotating over, getting grouped back up again. That is Team 3. Trying to stay in close proximity to each other. You can see that they're right on top of each other, working well as a unit and well as a team. Maybe Chang Gang ended up trying to be too aggressive. Maybe they had some miscommunication. Hopefully they can get situated and start turning this fight around, because they need to try and get some of these kills back onto the chosen few. That is Team 3. Keeping an eye on Bell's Nickel. Looks like he's deciding to glide backwards, and they may be retreating from this fight. They've already lost one. They may not want to commit any more, and they may be rotating out of this. So we'll have to see if Team 3 manages to realize that Team 13 is actually rotating out of the fight, choosing to not continue this fight. They've already lost one member of their team. Do not want to lose any more. If we can go ahead and pull up the map, we can take a look at what zone these players are going to be dealing with. Looks like it is a Wagner City / Herschel Academy type final ending, very central of the map. Looks like a lot of these teams on the outer rims are going to have to rotate. They've got just under 6 minutes to rotate to the zone once it reveals itself. So we'll have to see how much loot these people can grab and make sure they get into the zone safe. You don't want to be dying out there freezing a cold death. And it looks like Team 3 is still just kind of hanging around Castle, trying to see if they can figure out where the enemy team, Team 13, went. Team 13 has bailed. They're out of the picture. They've already gone towards the Wagner City Hill, looks like. They're moving that way to the south. They're like, we're flying south for the winter. We want somewhere where it's warm and we're not getting shot at. No, Team 13 looks like they're going to have to keep on moving around and figure out where they're going to go on this map. All right, looks like they've actually rotated over towards the graveyard, saying, I don't think they realized, I'm pretty sure they realized that they're out of the zone, but I would assume that they're making this play because they feel like they need more meds, they need more loot. They wouldn't feel comfortable going up on that hill. Maybe they didn't have the optics, the 4Xs, those 8Xs. They didn't maybe feel comfortable up on that hill, so they decided they're going to go grab some loot outside of the zone, but get still relatively close to the edge and try and prepare themselves and get ready for the next fights. And it looks like Team 3 is still on the hunt. They've actually moved all the way towards the hill. Not sure if they have figured out that the Team 13 has pieced out. They may not know where they went, but I'm pretty sure they have figured out that team has left the building. They are no longer in the city, and it looks like they're now rotating the zone to try and get set up. All right, and taking a look, looks like we are with Team 6. That's going to be Tap Pack V2. They have managed to move over to Passer Village, right in the nice little corner of the new zone. They might be able to get some good kills here. Passer Village is a hot spot. It's going to be right at the edge of the zone. There's going to be a lot of people rotating by them from the other spots of the zone. Good on them to grab this position, a key position, right on the edge of the zone. They might be able to secure themselves some points, and they definitely secure themselves some good position and waiting for the next zone to pop. Looks like they're all nice and cozy in their tent. We can leave them in their tent really quick while we try and see what teams are making the journey to the zone. as quite a few teams still out in the outer rims, looting up and not moving to the zone yet. But it's going to have to be something that they're considering of, is they've got 3 minutes until those zones close and they start taking damage. Looks like we might have a little bit of a fight breaking out here. I heard some shots going. Looks like MM was taking some shots maybe. Looks like he's gliding away now. That looks like that might be Team 11 that is rotating out of there. Looks like they left the mine. Yeah, MM and crew on Team 11. Looks like they have left the mine. And we have some movement here. Team 3 moving up near Team 6. Yeah, we've got some shots. Team 3 and Team 6, as expected. That Team 6 hiding in Passer Village has spotted out some vehicles rotating on them. We could have some kills here. Wreak Havoc, it's definitely in the middle of some havoc as he was stuck behind a vehicle. 2 of his teammates are down. The vehicle gets blown up. And Team 3 is in a tough spot right now as they've got 2 members down. And Team 6 is looking to rotate on them, but nades flying all over the place. We've got an aggressive push coming out of Trader Within from Team 6. And Team 6, they are pushing in. They know they have players down. Trader Within goes in. Excelsior goes in. Excelsior and Trader Within managed to push in on top of Team 3 and wipe them out. Team 6, hot on the squad. All 4 of them stay alive. Tap Pack V2, Team 6 managed to wipe out Team 3. The chosen few are on the respawn screen. Well, actually, I should say spectator screen. They're watching the rest of the match. As we check in on some other action across the map, we've got Team 2. They're in around Ice Tongue Village. Looks like they have rotated via car over to Ice Tongue Village. Got themselves a nice little spot. And they actually have some teams in the area that might be able to pull some action out. But looking at the other action going on the map at the Wagner Hill, south of Wagner City, looks like over by the lake, we've got Team 15 and Team 14. They might be getting in a little tussle right here. We're going to have to see who can come out on top of this one. Try and get you a good viewpoint for the action here. All sorts of shots going back and forth between Team 14 and Team 15. Looks like Team 15 is split between these 2 houses. Team 14 has pushed up on them. We've got 2 members down, Team 15. And Team 14 looks like they may have lost a player in this situation. Jason trying to be relentless here, actually downs Kelborn. Another member down for Team 14. They're down to 2 players standing, and 1 player is down and being needed to be rezzed. Looks like Jason, with that push, is deciding to go ahead and pick up his teammate. That Dad Games TV gets picked up by Jason, so we still have all 4 members alive here. Some tricky angles for Jason as he's got a player on his roof. Gonna be taking some shots back and forth. Is he going to be able to get this down? Yes, that club goes down on the roof. Fortunate Complex makes a push. He gets pushed down. It is all up now to Kelborn for Team 14 as Team 15 is giving them the business. Team 15 being aggressive. Kelborn hiding behind his vehicle, trying to do what he can, and Team 15 aggressively pushes forward, realizes they've got a numbers advantage, and capitalizes on some great teamwork and some great team play, managing to take out Team 14. Team 14 is now joining the spectator squad. How's it going? Team 14, shot club, found something from them, doing what they could, but it looks like they just didn't have the high ground as Team 15 had the high ground on top of those roofs and some superior positioning. Good job from Team 15, Rec Room Gaming. Jumping over to another fight as the zones are starting to get smaller. We're going to try and catch up with, let's see what team this is over here. Looks like this is Team 13 and Team 7. Getting in a fight with each other. Good shots out of Luxender. He's going to down someone. And it looks like this Team 13 member, Guard, is just going to try and get out of there with the vehicle. He does not like the position they're in. And he's bailing out. He's like, see you guys. I am out of here. He's going to try and live with his life here as he's fleeing. There's another team on the other side, Team 12. As he's moving towards the lake, he's going to try and get in this house. He just totally ditched his teammates. his teammates are still back there trying to survive as Team 7's aggressively pushing them. That's going to be Lixinger, Snow Zone, and Kitters. They're going to be pushing T-Rex and Vel's Nickel. Vel's Nickel and T-Rex both go down to Team 7, and that is going to be just that sole member of Team 13. That is Dark Teen Paint, who manages to escape and avoid the fate that his teammates ended up, which was so unfortunately getting bullets to the face. Fortunate for Team 7, though, they managed to clean up those kills and get some extra points for their team, and they've only lost one member in the process. And this Team 13 member, Dark Teen Paint, is actually getting pushed on by Team 12, and Dark Teen Paint actually manages to down a player and get the finish on Sugar Shane. Dark Teen Paint coming in clutch for his team as the last member alive, as Kylish looks to try and push up and avenge his teammate. Little does he know, Dark Teen Paint's already jumped out of that third-story window. Dark Teen moving around, and he's going to get an engagement with Zero, Exile Zero and crew, trying to find this pesky little last player from Team 13. Dark Teen Paint doing a great job giving Team 12 a hard time with them trying to clean off this one individual kill, as Dark Teen Paint is making some plays solo dolo. Looks like he's actually decided he's going to hide in the shed here and try and get some heals off. And let's jump on board with Dark Teen Paint. Yep, Respawn, you read my mind. As he's looking to make some plays here. He may have got spotted out. Is he going to be able to get another kill? Or is he going to end up getting cleaned up? He's managed to work his way all the way back up to the third floor. This guy is a monkey and a half. Downs one. Is he going to be able to keep up on that? As there's a teammate right there to support. That is Seduction going down. Dark Teen bouncing around this house like a bouncing ball. And now he's on the roof, and he is dipsly doo-daying all over Team 12, saying, "You can't catch me now, Kappa." And he's having some fun here. For his team. Peeks through a window, playing all sorts of different angles. He's low on health, though. He's going to have to be careful. I don't know if he has any more healing. He decides to go back around to the first floor, hiding in the garage now. Team 12, I'm sure they've got to be annoyed with this man right now, as he's managed to down one, get the final kill, and down another. And there, that is it for Dark Teen Paint. He gave them a run for their money, Team 12, but ultimately they managed to get the kill and revenge for losing their teammate. But now they only have 30 seconds to get to the zone. Thankfully, they are actually, they're way out of the zone now. Team 12 may be in a bad spot here. They have a long way to rotate across the lake. But getting rest in the rest of the action as more teams have rotated into the next zone, which is going to be the hills around Herschel Academy and the edge of Wagner City. Team 15 has found themselves a nice little nook and cranny, as it looks like they have managed to get into this building. Actually, that might have been, Team 15. Yep, they've managed to secure these two little buildings on the edge of the circle. They are safe. As now we're on board with Team 10, who might actually have an angle on Team 15. Team 10 has managed to find their way into the zone, taking shots back and forth between Team 10 and Team 15. Team 15. As Team 10 says, you know what, they've got houses, they've got good position, we're going to run away from this fight. I think there's a smart decision out of Team 10. That's going to be the Mosinators. Living up to their name, as we see a Mosin on Sun Mac right there. And it looks like his one teammate has an R7 as well. So they're living up to their names with their sniper rifles and the Mosins, and they've decided to rotate away from that fight, away from Team 15, and try and live another day. It looks like they did lose one player, though, in that situation to Team 15. New zone has come up, and all of that moving around, and they're going to have to leave again. As we try and pan around and find another where all this action is going down. Looks like we have moved over to Team 4. Team 4 has got eyes on, looks like Team 6 all the way out there. Yeah, that's Team 6 that they are shooting at. Team 4 in some good position, but they are going to have to rotate off that high ground. And on the backside of all this, Team 12 is actually rotated in behind Team 10. They're in a little bit of a scuffle right now as that Team 4 member jumps away from that fight. See if we might be able to hop back over to Team 10 and Team 12. Yeah, they're going to be outside the zone. They're going to be fighting each other right now. Team 12 actually rotated right in behind Team 10, and Team 10 happened to see them and hear them in the vehicles. Managed to pick up one kill. That is Atchison and Tektashi that combined for the kills on the final two members of Team 12. Team 12 desperately tried to rotate into that zone, but got caught by Team 10 in the process. And all this noise has actually attracted Team 4, as it looks like they may be rotating over to try and third party and clean up this fight. Little did they know, Team 10's already cleaned it up and already healed up. They didn't take much damage in that fight. Team 4 looking like they're going to rotate onto this and try and take out Team 10, who Team 10 they just came from this position. They may not know that Team 4 has rotated over here and is trying to gatekeep them a little. Yeah, Team 4 in an aggressive position to try and block out Team 10 from the zone. However, they only have a minute and 15 seconds or so to get this done before they have to rotate to the zone themselves. Panty Ninja with some great shots manages to down and eliminate someone. That was actually a different fight. I thought that was the fight we were looking at, but I apologize, just saw that kill feed. We've actually got a couple of different people looking like they're going to shoot back and forth here. This is Cool Willie of Team 4. Trying to stare down Team 10. I don't know if they're going to be able to stay much longer, though. They've got 45 seconds till they have to rotate to the zone. Team 10's trying to leave the backside of those houses. Both these teams are going to have to rotate to the zone. They've got 30 seconds till they have to get pretty far into the zone here. This is going to be a frantic run between Team 10 and Team 4 while they pop shots at each other. They've got some pretty good ground to cover, and when they do, they've got Team 15 just waiting in the corner of the zone right there. And I believe Team 15 hears these shots. They have to hear those shots going down out in the zone. Both these teams, Team 4 and Team 10, are going to be out in the storm of Ymir in about 5 seconds now. Team 15 might be in an ample position to zone keep these guys and not let them rotate in. The zone is here. Team 15 spots out some players. Team 4 is right in their line of fire. Uh-oh, Team 4. They may have tunnel visioned a little too hard on Team 10 here, as in now they are in a tough spot, as they're going to have to try and get into this zone. They're slowly taking damage. Team 15 trying to hold the gate, pull a Gandalf, and not let them pass. Looks like Jason has downed 2 members of Team 4. Make that another down for Jason. He takes down Guy LaDouche. And all that's going to be left for Team 4 is Scoot trying to scoot his way up the left side, trying to tank the zone. He's still out in the cold right now, throwing some grenades, taking massive amounts of damage. Is he going to be able to get in? No, he gets taken out. Team 15 with a great job gatekeeping there, as Team 4 gets caught being a little greedy in the zone, and so did Team 10. Team 10 ended up going down as well. So those two teams may have gotten a little out of sync with where the time of the zone was, but they get caught out. So the helicopter's actually here, and we actually have some people going for the helicopter. I believe that might be Team 1. Yeah, we've got someone on the helicopter early. And that is a Team 1 member. That is... looks like Panty Ninja, who has already made it into the helicopter for his team, securing them at least a tie for first place. Good job by Panty Ninja and Team 1 to hold down. Looks like they managed to outfight Team 7 in this corner of the map, as it looks like the 2 other members of Team 1 are just kind of holding around looking for some kills. They've got a player in the helicopter. They're happy. The other 2 players might be trying to look around and see if they can get some kills. But we've got 17 onboarded players with a minute 30 until the storm comes. Looks like it's going to be a race for some of these teams trying to move over to the helicopter. Team 6 is on the move. Team 6 does have to be careful, though, because they do have Team 15 close behind them. If they don't watch their backs, Team 15 may push up right in behind them. Looks like Team 6 does have 3 members alive. Not a lot of action going on the map right now. It has quieted down, as none of these teams are really in a position to fight each other. Though we do hear some shots from Team 15, I believe. Team 15 may be the farthest from the helicopter, but they have a good line of sight towards Team 6, and all 4 members are alive. So we're going to have to see if they can start making some moves here. Team 15 continuing to hold this high ground right here. I'm not sure if they're waiting for the right time to make the push, make the play. Somebody's already boarded the helicopter. You know it's got to be in the back of their minds. Some people are by the helicopter. You know that they got to be wanting to get closer to that, maybe waiting for the cover of the storm to do so, as that storm's arriving in 10 seconds, and it'll give them some good cover to move towards the helicopter. Looks like Team 6 has moved towards the helicopter themselves, so we may not see that brawl between Team 15 and Team 6, as we have some people moving towards the helicopter. That is Cool from Team 8 who's going to go for it, but no, Team 1, Ari Breeze, says, nope, you ain't joining my teammate up in that helicopter. Take a seat. So now Cool's going to be down on the ground. His team is around behind him. The storm is here. Players are periodically taking damage from the storm, as we have Team 9 moving up towards, looks like they may wander on top of Team 1 here. Yeah, Team 9 trying to push in. I think they know where these two members of Team 1 are in this trailer. They're going to have to be excuse me for the stumble. They're going to have to be decisive here, as they are running out of time. The storm is already here. They are taking damage, as we actually see Aristocats go down to the storm, and a couple other people get on the storm. Team 9 makes the push, though. They're going to go for it. Team 1 shuts them down. Good job by Airbris and Twitch TV DPUBG. Those two managed to work together solidly to clean up Team 9, and they're going to try and res each other and get into another position to get some kills. Team 15 is close to Team 8, and they have pushed over, and it looks like Team 15 may have actually eliminated Team 8 here. Team 15 picking up some kills. Team 1 looks like they actually lose. A player goes down to the storm because he was trying to res another player, and Team 6 has moved around on top of Team 1 as well. So we've got Team 15 here trying to make a push towards the helicopter. They took out Team 8 and are trying to heal up and make their way, as they may be able to get a couple players on this helicopter, while Team 6 looks like they might be pushing up towards Team 1, and Jason's going for it. Jason's going for the helicopter. Jason is going to get it. That is the second person in the helicopter. Pancake desperately needs to heal. He just shoots in frustration or desperation, but he goes down to the storm. But one of their teammates just managed to get in. So we've got two different teams in the heli, and it is ticking hard out there. This damage is going to be hitting hard. We have Team 6 trying to outlive. It looks like they're just trying to outlive Team 1 at this point. Oh, and Trader Within gets the adrenaline rush onto that Team 1 player. And now he's going to have to make a mad dash for the helicopter, because if he does not get in the helicopter, that's going to be second place for his team. If he does manage to get in the helicopter, that will be at first place. Using that adrenaline rush effectively, when you down someone or kill someone during this phase of the game, during this storm, you do have a brief moment of adrenaline rush where you do not take damage. We're going to have to see if Trader Within has the meds. He's ever so close to this. Gets a last heal off, starts up the ladder. Is he going to make it? Pump those legs, buddy. I know you're cold. Get up in that helicopter, and he manages to do it. All right, so 3 different teams get into the helicopter. Tons of lots of frantic action there at the end. What an ending. As we're going to have Panty Ninja that got in for his team, Trader Within got in for his team, and Jason got in for his team. So those are going to be your 3 first place kills, and as Respawn is hovering around with that cursor, even though it says 4th place, that is actually 2nd place for Cool and his teammates. So we will make sure that those points get accounted correctly. We'll tally up those points as we start to get ready for the next match. We're going to take a quick break while we try and get the lobby reset for match 2.
Be my pawn when I play. You gon' be my bitch, take a palm to the face. You know I'm your biz when I'm on.